What's good, YouTube? If you want to learn this simple, well, kind of simple, but very usable and underrated defense, you see, I just get a pick six here. If you want to learn this defense, it's a couple of different multiple defenses in this one whole defense all together, and I broke down how I use it against different formations. Just stay tuned for the rest of this video. See another pick right there, just wasn't open. But you know, it's a very good defense. It shuts down most of the meta formations and bunch, trips, tight end, strong close, definitely. But yeah, stay tuned for the rest of the video.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall.
That's right, baby. It's all me.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time.
Back to the channel. If you're new, like, comment, subscribe. Today what I got for y'all is a very good defense that can shut down the run and the pass. You can blitz out of it. It's all in one. It's out of a very common playbook, the 46 playbook, and it's out of this very common big nickel over G. The difference between my big nickel over G and other people's is I run a little bit of match coverage along with zone draw. I mix it in depending on what my opponent is running and what formation I'm going with. So it varies. So I'm gonna just put in a safety here. Keep Isaiah Simmons in, even though Jordan Hicks is a pretty good coverage linebacker. You always want to have safeties because linebackers do not jump. So I just recommend putting two safeties right here, these two spots. With D-line, if you want to run it the most successful way, because of how the new AP system is changed, I recommend having two double or nothings at these two defensive end spots because they get very good sheds against O-line. You're going to get a ton of pressure just rushing 3, 4, whatever. So I recommend just getting them two double or nothings, and at these two inside D tackle spots, I put very fast D ends because you really, this is key to the defense. You want guys that like 90 speed. Like I have Brian Burns and Javon Curse. That's 89 and 90 speed D ends that I have at D tackle. The reason for that is you are going to be manning these guys up against the running back in some formations. Sometimes you don't have to, but and also they're going to be dropping into like a three rec just in case. So you just want to keep speed there. You always want to have speed all over your field. Again with the ends, I put Lawrence Taylor and Ricky Jackson. They go crazy for me with double or nothing. I also run acrobat on both of these guys along with all three of my corners. So this nickel guy and then these two out here. Now what I'm about to do is I'm about to I'll keep Buddha Baker in. What you want to do is see it quick at the bottom where it says packages. Go to slot cornerback. That's move your right stick to the left just one time. For some reason it just took Isaiah Simmons out. I put Byron Murphy up there. Isaiah Simmons right here. So versus different formations, I'm gonna run a different play. So I'm gonna start off with a gun bunch, and with a gun bunch, I run a match coverage. Is a very good coverage. Not a lot of people run a match, so especially when a good gun bunch player sees this and they're looking and you know they're in the box, they're going to be so confused. I promise. The reason why I got the Raiders offense is so I could show you strong close bunch and trips tight end, high defend all. Those are basically the meta formations. Also bunch tight end is a good one, but you can run the bunch defense, you know, to bunch tight end. Is relatively similar. Now the play I picked was cover 6 invert. So I'm gonna just come out and I'm gonna just, because I don't want to, you know, waste too much time. Do they have like a mesh post I can run that? They don't. I'll just run. I'll run something with a corner. I'll run bunch trail, and I'll show you why I really like match coverage. Now for a second, let me just move the ball. 90% of bunch players, any good bunch player, they're going to have their bunch on the wide side of the field. So let me just respot the ball, give me a little bit more space and real estate so I can really show you how this defense and how to maximize this match coverage. So what you want to do is always show blitz, pinch your D-line, crash out. That's how you get them very good sheds by these outside guys. And also blitz your user, you know, that cancels out that change of direction stat. And another thing with show blitz, the reason why I like to show blitz is when I blitz, I'm either blitzing this guy off the edge this guy off the edge or both, and the only way to get him to come down like this is a show blitz. So show blitz against bunch every single time. Pinch D-line, crash out. Blitz your user. Those are, you know, steps that you need. Now the second most important thing is to put the safety in the deep half. Now I've experimented with inside third. I don't like it. Deep half plays a lot of the streaks. Cover 3 beaters won't happen. And you're probably thinking the middle of the field is naked. No. This deep half on the left, it's not a normal deep half. It is a match. If this single receiver runs a deep post route, he's going to turn into man coverage. He's going to take it. He's going to rob it because he's going to get beat for like a split second. And as soon as he throws the ball, I guarantee if you have any good corner, I have my Deion Sanders here, but any good corner, I used to run L'Jarius Sneed, who, you know, not the best corner in the game. But yeah, any good corner, they're going to get the pick. I promise you. It's almost like a bait. That's why I really like this match in deep half. Especially players are going to be looking like, that's a deep half. Why is it like man matching? Is he manning him up? This and that. Because sometimes he's not going to play man, and it's just going to confuse your opponent. Again, this deep half is glitchy. I'm not necessarily match coverage this deep half on this side, but he plays this inside seam straight down and out very well. I don't know if it's because of where he's lined up or what. I really like it. It just takes anything so you can't get bombed over top. Now, on this outside quarter, he is matching any corner route you want to see. He's going to take the second deepest threat. So if it's a streak corner, so it's like a flood concept, he's going to take it. Now, this guy has the first due to the flat. Now, however, I don't like this zone all the time. It's ways to get around. If you do like a normal flood that's not a corner, that's a deep out, sometimes this guy will play it, sometimes he won't. And just in case he won't, I just like to throw him into a curl flat. Now, you don't have to do that. It's not mandatory. Sometimes I'll just keep him in, I'll put him in a hard flat. But genuinely speaking, I'll put him in either a curl, a hard, or sometimes even a seam flat. This is another matching zone, but it's just a little tricky. But for this, I'll put him in a hard flat, and I'm gonna just show you this flood concept. Now the last step, this is optional. You can put this D tackle in either a 3-rack hook. Even though you already have one, he's gonna play more of like the underneath 3-rack, while he's gonna play over top. Or you could do what I like to do, either put him in a vertical hook. Either side doesn't matter. Sometimes I do this, sometimes I do the other. Or man him up. Against bunch, I like to man him up. He plays very good man coverage. I actually didn't sub out. Oh, that's pain. I didn't put my DNs there, but for right now it's a D tackle. But in mud, I promise it's going to be different. So what I'm about to just do on offense real quick is set up you know, a corner, a flood concept. So matter of fact, I'm gonna keep that deep post by Aguilar. I'm gonna streak the outside receiver, corner concept, flat, you know, run it back, put him on like a curl or whatever. I want y'all to watch. So what you usually, I always bail out, and as you see, nothing open. Any pass he could have thrown just now was a guaranteed interception, I promise. So let me go into instant replay for y'all. Start off here, like I told you, it's not a normal deep half. Look how he ran it for him. He shut it down. There's no way that he can throw this ball whatsoever. The streak guarded by the deep half. No way that he can throw this ball whatsoever. And that's Henry Ruggs. This corner route, you see, watch how the quarter, he sees the corner, bails out. You throw this, pick, easy pick. Of course, I got my hard flat out here playing the flat. Pick 6 if he throws that. And then your 3-rack, I like this zone because you see he sprints out, but he doesn't go all the way. So if somebody's trying to throw like a low ball, you know, some people like to do that little motion out and low ball it before he gets to the sideline. He's right underneath. That's a pick. You see nothing's open. I manned up that running back, and as you see the sheds, just look at how your D-line just sheds. I don't know why the sheds are so good out of this formation, but they are. So yeah, so you see everything is a box, nowhere to really throw the ball, and you got to take a cover sack. You're going to get a lot of cover sacks. That's why I don't blitz until it's like 3rd and long, or if there's somebody trying to run hurry up, you know, throw them off guard. That's just a very good way. So now to get into the next defense, I'm gonna get into a trips tight end. Alright, so for trips tight end, it's a little different. So with me, I like to put my flats on 25. I like to leave my curl flats default. And if he just, you know, thrown to the flat every play, I'll change it to 5. But for right now, I keep it on default, and you'll see why. So again, big nickel. This time I'm actually put a D in here. I don't know who's a fast DN on their team. Wait, let me see if he's. Nope, gotta keep it sound right again. It's golden. Yeah. All right. I'll just put in Phillips. Don't know how fast he is. This looks like a thick boy, no homo. But yeah, he looks a little slimmer. Usually slimmer guys are faster. Yeah, they look like they got some, you know, bigger tight ends. I mean D tackles. But it's not important. It's not really important. So in big nickel, I come out and cover 3 sky, and against trips tight end, I use her my safety. I don't really blitz as much versus trips tight end because I really like the you know, coverage aspect of it. But I'm gonna just send my audibles. I'm gonna run 2 or 3 plays because trips tight end is a very good offense. So I'm gonna just start off curl flat. This is a very common play, and it's very good because of that delayed running back angle route. So again, show blitz. Instead of pinching, you just want to scoot them over. Crash up is that's how I get the better sheds. Excuse me. And now let's get into, you know, making this a different type of coverage. So cross man this guy, this linebacker here, to circle. Now you don't need the best man coverage, you don't need the best speed. But if you do have the best man coverage and the best speed, it's going to be even better. I run, I believe, Jamal Adams, 93 speed, which is not really that good at this point, but he gets the job done. He has plus 90 man coverage. He gets it done for me. So on this side, I have Adrian Amos, 94 speed. Doesn't get the man coverage for me because I don't have the max lockdown. I had to redo my my defense because, you know, the new AP abilities. But that's how I should look. And the last step is to put this guy into a cloud flat. If cloud flats are going to play that deep crosser, is going to be underneath post deep crosser, stuff like that. You have him at 25, and that's why I like to keep it there. So then my user is him. Last step is what I do is I either put him in a 3-rec like this. He plays the middle very well. I'm gonna start off keeping him in a 3-rec, and then I'll transfer into the next setup, which he'll be in a vertical hook. So a lot of people, they like the let me move the ball so I can make it more realistic for y'all. They like to have their trips on the wide side. So again, to set up the defense, you might think this is a lot of setups, but it's not really. Simple. I already got it set up. Just got to get used to it. If you want to be good, play good defense, you got to make a lot of adjustments. Now I'm gonna just run this play. A lot of people, they just like to snap it, stop, come down, lurk that. You see nothing's open. Then it gets a shed. The only thing that you can possibly throw is this flat route, which is, in my opinion, I'm going to give that up every time. If you want to throw that flat, if you want to live off of throwing a flat, so be it. You know, but then I'm gonna adjust. You feel me? This is like literally the only thing open, and then but you still got this, you know, this guy here who can stop that in front of the sticks. But what I really want to show y'all is this curl flat. Why I like to leave it default. He plays the curl very well. A lot of people like the low ball curls. Not happening right there. So next thing I'm gonna show you this delayed running back angle route and why I like the 3 receiver hook. You see how you can't really throw this. You could probably low ball it here, possession catch, but I guarantee if he throws this in game, this guy is hit sticking him. I've got so many hit sticks off that because people just think, you know, that angle route's always going to be there. Also, I didn't really get a good user because I'm using 2 controllers, and I'm definitely going to looking to snag that. But you see the 3-rec plays after I leave, and by this time he is going to get open, but I'm going to be there with my user. Again, I'm saying I'm just trying to show y'all the defense, and he's getting sacked anyway. Now let's go to this cross man real quick. So the reason why I cross man him is they stop crossers, post, and I'm using the inside third. The only real threats is him and him going right down the seams on me, and I don't want that happening. So take a look at this cross man. I allow the cross man to catch up. You got this cloud flat over here playing this tight end corner, and then he's in good position to play this tight end. I mean this receiver post, and it's just all around solid defense. So one more time. Let me zoom in a little bit. See, nothing really open. Got to take another cover sack. Now I'm gonna get into another play which is with the crosser, and I'm gonna show you the cross man against crossers. So let me audible to PA counter go. Simple setup, streak my tight end. I don't really know how people set this up. I'm gonna just run it like this. Now I'll probably get into like a dagger setup and you motion slant, stuff like that. So again, show blitz, cross man your guys. Put that guy into a cloud flat, and this time I'm gonna just put him into a vertical hook. Oops, I like to put him on this side. Vertical hook, 3-rec, whatever. You can put him in any zone you want. You can spy him. You don't have to put him into a zone. This is just what I like to run it. Now, let me show you. You see, the only thing that's really open is maybe that tight end streak, and that's only if your guys are slow. I don't know how fast these guys are. I know Darren Waller is a speedy tight end, and knowing me, if I'm doing this in rigs, I don't play a lot of rigs anymore. I started off playing rigs because he's going to have a little bit of a step, but the way DBs animate, I don't know. But yeah, I will just take that with my user, because as you see, I really had nothing else threatening me. And the reason why I have my curl flats again on default, because look at the way he plays this out. If I put him on 5, he's not really playing this. You can throw it over top. He does come down, but by the time he does come down, really, he can probably throw this up the field. But nothing's relatively open, and by the time you really do want to throw it, when he does get to that sideline, he's getting stacked. Now you can, change your zone drops. It's all up to you. I just want to show you this cross man real quick. As you see, Isaiah Simmons on this crosser against Henry Ruggs. Then you got your cloud flat over top. It's pretty good coverage. You feel me? But always adjust to your opponent. You see, if he starts throwing this out route, if you don't like how this is playing it, I like it because it's almost like a bait. I want them to throw that. That's kind of what I'm looking at, especially when I have DBs with Acrobat. If that's what they want to do, they can throw that at all means. I'm going to just adjust to it. You feel me? But I relatively like my coverage against trips tight end and bunch. And now I'm going to get into the last offense. I'm going to just show you a quick little strong close play. So for strong close is different ways I like to run it. I'm going to start off with the cover 6 invert, which is the match coverage. Actually, shoot. I got my zone drop set, so I run it 2 different ways depending on my opponent and what type of opponent he is. Matter of fact, I'll show you the zone drops that I use when I do use zone drops, and then I'm gonna get into the match coverage. I like the match a little bit different because not a lot of people run a match again, but you don't really have to. So when I'm using zone drops, I'm not gonna lie, I get very bold. When I say that, a lot of strong close is underneath stuff, getting a lot of like crosses. It's not a lot of streaks, nothing like that. So personally, this is how I like to run my defense when I am using zone drops. Curl flats on 5, cloud flats on 25, 3 underneath hook zones, and I'm deep, whatever deep. I haven't faced not one player that has ran multiple deep routes on different sides, meaning dual streaks, anything, will, stuff like that. But this is very risky, so if you're not as advanced with the user, I recommend do not run this setup. You can run another a more safer setup, deep half them guys, and do something like this, where you have double flat on one side. This side you're kind of giving up the deeper flat, but you try to take that away with your user. But those are the 2 ways that I like to run my zone drops. I got clips in here probably. I'm not sure what are the clips are, but if you trust your user, run it that first way with all them underneath zones, flooding everything, sending everything deep. You're going to get a lot of interceptions that way. Now, when I am running match coverage, the way I run it is it's a little bit of both my defenses for trips and bunch mixed. So I'm just come out real quick with a motion slant play. Something like this. I'm a motion over Ruggs. But what I like to do, of course, show blitz, pinch, crash out. I'm a user this guy though. So what I do is I cross man my vertical hook to the tight end. Then I'll replace him with another vertical hook by my defensive tackle. That's why I had them fast defensive tackles. Now the next set is to put this quarter flat. You can keep them. Again, you could put whatever flat you want to put on the field. Seam flat, hard flat, keep him in a quarter flat, curl flat, whatever. I'm going to just put him in a curl flat. Now, with this guy, I like to deep half him. Now, he's not going to play like a normal deep half. Just as this guy, he's going to match. It's going to be 2 matching deep halves, which is, I love that on my field. Matching deep halves are very good zones. And, yeah, I just all around love it. So this is how the defense will be set up. And I'm going to just show y'all what you have to take with your user. Really, the only thing you're looking to take is this motion slant. That's literally it. Oh, shit, I motioned in the wrong way. Also, with that vertical hook D-tackle, sometimes what I'll do is I'll, just man him up like I told you. Just like this, he's going to play good enough. But for right now, I'll just keep him in a vertical hook. So again, imagine if I'm watching a slant. As you see, the pressure gets there. I'm going to instant replay and show y'all. Now I did say watch the slant because that's usually what I'm going to guard. But my 3-rec did end up playing it, but then he ended up peeling off. You see, there's definitely a window for a low ball here. If you want your 3-rec to play underneath of the post more, what I recommend doing is shading up. That's literally all you have to do. But you got your vertical hook right here to help on that post, and you're probably thinking running back Will's open, and that no defense is perfect, but that's where you adjust. Instead of putting that vertical hook out there right here by this guy, or what I recommend doing is actually keeping a vertical hook by him, because I want that vertical hook on that side to play that post. Man up, cross man, this guy, this linebacker, because really he guarded nothing this old play. But I don't know why. Usually he does guard the post, and my vertical hook does play the running back, but it is what it is. You feel me? And this is without my user in the play. With my user, you can always bait that if you want. Another reason why I like to have my curl flats matching, because if you have your curl flats on 5, this little out route destroys it. It gets in that sweet spot between 2 different flats. But yeah, this is, relatively solid defense. Just gotta look at what your opponent is doing and try to take away, his first, second read, stuff like that. So now I'm about to just show you the same defense. This time I'm a man up. So cross man both my linebackers, I guess. And just like this, and just imagine me running with that slant. So running back Will, just like this. Now imagine me just taking a slant, but look at everything else is pretty much boxed. And as you see, that time that might have been a dummy mistake by me. I think I manned up the defensive end that I have a D tackle to the running back. Hold on, let me see something. So yeah, I did. So now there's 2 people on the running back. Imagine if he was in that vertical hook he was in last play, where he was right underneath this post. He was about right here. Can't really get to the exact spot, but y'all seen how he was last game. But yeah, he was in that vertical hook. Imagine me taking the slant, that D in, and a vertical hook, because I don't want to make this too long of a video. And yeah, but you see pressure does come in by this time. Nothing's really open virtually. The motion slant also does, the flat does play it. But yeah, that's all I got for y'all today. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out.